My heart stopped. But thankfully, George didn't hear. I waited until he left. Then I went inside like nothing happened. I made dinner. We ate in silence. And later that night, I put my daughters to sleep. But my mind, it wouldn't rest. I called Molly and told her everything. She was quiet for a moment. Then she said something that shook me. Use him. Use George as your revenge, as your weapon against Andrew. Break him the way he broke you. But I couldn't. I was tired. Too fragile. Too scared to become that person. So I made a decision. The next morning, I resigned. I walked into the office, hands shaking, and handed my letter to the manager. Minutes later, I was called into the CEO's office. I stepped in and froze. George. Before I could even speak, he rushed toward me and kissed me. I didn't expect it. I pushed him away hard and slapped him. What are you doing? He looked at me like a man who had nothing left to hide. I won't accept your resignation, he said. Why? I asked. Because I love you. Those words hit harder than the slap I gave him. He told me everything. How he stayed away because of Andrew. How he tried to ignore his feelings. How he left, thinking I was safe. But now? He said softly, I'm not letting you go again. I told him to stay away. That I didn't want any more pain. But everything was already spiraling. I ran out of his office, straight to the restroom. My hands were shaking. My heart was racing. I was angry at him, but even more at myself, because a part of me felt something, and I hated it. Later that day, I was called into his office again. I didn't want to go, but I did. I stood at the door, took a deep breath, and walked in. He looked at me like he had already made up his mind. I begged him, please, let me go. I can't go through this again. But then he said something that changed everything. I went abroad because I trusted Andrew to take care of you. My chest tightened. But when I came back and found out what he did, his voice dropped. I've been looking for you ever since. I stood there, frozen. So now that I found you, he said, I'm not losing you again. He stepped closer, and before I could react, he pulled me toward him. In one swift movement, I found myself sitting on the edge of his desk. My breath caught. His grip tightened slightly, not enough to hurt, but enough to stop me from moving. George, stop, I whispered. But he didn't. His voice dropped low, right beside my ear. You don't have to pretend with me. My heart was racing now. I tried to push him away, but my hands felt weak. My thoughts scattered. Everything felt too close, too intense, too much. Please, I said again, softer this time. But he only leaned in closer. His presence overwhelming, his words barely a whisper now. I'm not letting you run this time. And in that moment, I didn't know what scared me more, him, or the way my heart was betraying me. Then suddenly, the door burst open, and someone walked in.